Hi, welcome back to the channel, FIFA Mobile. Alright, managed to claim that 100 Mars from the 15 stars, and of course been fighting for those parade points in the leadership board. As usual, we really hope for good things from this daily pack. If they're getting Mars, that would be great. If not, this will be the next best thing you can get, those feathers, because that would actually allows you to get more bonuses when you fight those parades. So now let's enter straight away to the parades first. I'll come to the main later on, where I talk about those 15 stars. But as for parade, I just want to show you this. If you have hit all the 3 bonuses, i.e. the hat, drum and feathers, as well as a full team of 11 Carniball players, you have 110 bonus from them like this. And then eventually, with the additional of that 3 things I'm just going to mention again, the head, drum and the feathers, you get 85. So in total you have a bonus of 195. Whether you win or lose, you got 195 plus of course whatever score you get from those win, draw and lose. So let's quickly take a look at the first versus attack. I'm going to just show you once, and then eventually I'll just show you the ending to show the differences in terms of the total score. So for this, I was quite lucky. Let's quickly take a look. I have about 106 OVRs and 150 chemistry. Then I realized that I could actually increase the chemistry by shifting players, which I did subsequently. So a lot of things are predicted already by the game because they are all fixated and all rigged. So do not be too upset if you do not do too well in the versus attack, because that's all pre-planned. Whether you win or lose doesn't really matter. So even you let it play by itself, i.e. the autoplay, the results will be more or less the same. Of course, you feel that you can control your fate better in terms of playing it your own, definitely go ahead, because I'm always using it for training purpose and not so much in terms of more confident in winning. That's definitely not the case, because the game actually play better than me. So you can see here, I'm in control, and I think I'm just lucky because I'm slated to win by the game itself. Because if you want to win, it's not in your control, it is in the developer's AI control. So regardless of how you fare, how accurate you shoot as per normal, you will not get a score if they deny you one, because you'll be hitting those goalposts, or the amazing goalkeeper will appear out of nowhere, or defenders will just kick you down. So that's the part of the game. It's totally rigged, that's for sure. Alright, so do not be worried about OVR, because sometimes you may think that it's a definitely goner, whereby your OVR is much lower, but that doesn't mean that you will lose, because eventually the game may want to make that higher OVR player loses, so they'll make use of that and eventually you gain out of it. Alright, so do not be too worried about that. You can see here, it just wants me to win. Otherwise I wouldn't get in the last one. Alright, so that's the number of party scores you get. Isn't that fantastic by winning one? And now I'm going to show you this. Of course, this is a much higher OVR, and this time round the game just wanted me to lose. So eventually, that very quickly, let's come to the ending with the good results here for the opponent. Not for me, of course. Then of course that doesn't really concern me, because I still get my 200 party score. Alright, so with that we've climbed to the 3rd spot in that leadership board itself. So very quickly now let's go to those 15 stars. I screw up in the first one, so I'm trying my second one here. Hardly would I so-called didn't do well in this. I think just a slip that I didn't manage to catch on to the last one. And once basically an opponent crosses that red line, it's a goner. Alright, so do not focus on the white coins. I always emphasize focus on the ball. So do not let any of those attackers cross the line. That is the key to winning this so-called skill game. This is the easiest of all 5. Alright, so you're gonna focus to make sure you just use one time basically your precious energy to do this, so that you can concentrate on the others, because sometimes you may need 2 times to get it cleared for the rest. Alright, so with that we got a mask, we got the money, so-called you call it coins. So with that we are done. You can see there, I tried 2 times there, unfortunately, so I wasted 5 energy for that. Probably gonna get an energy pack later on to compensate for the loss. Alright, so now this is the second easiest whereby you get those white coins Just got to remember this, do not use sprint, otherwise you just go out in no time. And try to go slow when you cross that corridor between the two areas, because at the end of the day, the most important is do not hit more than one obstacle. You hit once is fine, you hit one more, you're a goner. Alright, so that's how it works out here. Alright, once you're back here, the zombie will be chasing you. Do not be afraid of him, because it doesn't really matter. He's not able to touch you, okay, if you go in circles. If you sprint, that's it. You'll be out of scope, and eventually you lost the 3 stars. Simple as that. Alright, so just gonna tell you this, more than sufficient time, take it slow. Alright, next let's move on to in terms of those shooting gallery. Again, this is a simple one, because end of the day, you just gotta remember this. You do not need to do all the white ones. You just need to do some plain and some white ones. That'll be good enough. And when you shoot the white ones, make sure it overturns before you start to shoot. Otherwise, whenever your ball reaches it, it'll be closing up. Alright, so that's something you're gonna take note. You can see there, I'm also shooting those normal ones. Of course, when the white ones comes about and a good opportunity, why not, right? So do not waste it. If a good opportunity, the white ones comes about, just go ahead. Take your time. Do not rush again. Once you rush, that's it. If you miss the ball, it's worse than not even hitting those normal ones, right? So that's even the worst choice ever. So try to hit every strike, and then even the white ones will help you eventually to make sure you go across the 3 stars. Alright, for here, unfortunately, a lot of the bottom ones are blank ones, so we really gotta wait, but do not worry. You see, even though I take it so slow, I still got about 9 seconds left, so definitely you have more than enough time to get this cleared. Alright, so that's 3 stars again, and very quickly we're going to move on to the next skill games itself. Alright, so 9 stars acquired so far. This is the next one. Shooting targets. Alright, shooting targets is the second, I would say, hardest. You just got to make sure you align yourself here. Go slow again, do not sprint, and then eventually align yourself to the target. That is the way to do it. Alright, so you just shoot straight, that'll be easiest. Just make sure that you are aligned. If you're not aligned, just go to make it that way. Alright, because otherwise you may miss it. Even you enter the goalpost, it doesn't count. You must hit on those target boards. Alright, so you got to align it straight as possible, then you go ahead and shoot. Alright, so try to have it everyone done in that manner, otherwise it's very difficult to get 3 stars here. Alright, so you can see I have an extra opportunity here, and even I shoot it in the air or shoot it somewhere else, it doesn't really matter. So in GIS, you are allowed for only 1 mistake. That's what they allow you to do. Every time it's only 1 mistake, otherwise you are the goner. Alright, last but not least, this is a dread. This is really terrible. I do not like this. Lucky me today, I just managed to get it cleared. So sometimes, again, as I said, this is all rigged, because if they want to let it go, they'll let you pass. Otherwise, even though you do the same way 100 times, they wouldn't let you do it. So there's something that you gotta bear in mind. The game doesn't allow you to do it, you won't do it. You can see there, it is accurate, it is appropriate, but they just fail to let you go through. Alright, so that's how it works out. And then this is a lucky chance for me, and I got it. Okay, so something to share with you. Sometimes you'll be wondering when you'll be good to hit the lower, the so-called the white ones. I'll recommend when you hit the lower ones, but of course you can see the last one, even though it's accurate positioning, it may miss. Okay, so you gotta bear in mind that, and then try to attack or hit the white ones in the bottoms. Alright, because that's much easier compared to ones in the higher ups. Okay, with that we have claimed that 100 Mars, and very quickly, let me just quickly go back to the parades. Given that they have stalled enough of those energy, because I'm going to constantly play this parade with this 11th Carniball players, and try to maintain in the top 3 position, because everybody has now probably 11 players on their side, and with all the 3 bonus hat, drum and feather, everybody is trying to climb that leadership board and overtake me. So I'm really going to constantly try to gain those by watching ads to get that energy, so as to make sure we stay on the top spot there. So since we have another one, I'm just going to show you another set, but of course it's again definitely not the full VSA. It's definitely just the start to show you the OVR that is sometimes quite ridiculous, because when we look at ours, it's a bit far off, like 6, but again there'll be even worse, like 120 odd OVR. Definitely there will be. Do not be disheartened. Doesn't really matter if the person's OVR is lower than mine. Sometimes I do not make it, because system doesn't allow that. So do not be too worried. Most importantly, you have opportunity to get minimally of 200 party score. That's what matters. Right, thanks for watching. Do like and subscribe, and good luck. Goodbye.